Number 8?
Yes.
Number 9?
Yes.
Number 10?
Yes.
11?
Yes.
12?
Yes.
All right, sounds like it was unanimous verdict as to all questions.
I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl. I didn't lay my hands on that girl. And with that being said, this time around, I'm gonna be nice. The next person to try to do a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to countersue.
Y'all, it finally happened. After months of rumors, headlines, and courtroom drama, the verdict is out, and Cardi B has officially been cleared. That's right, a California jury just ruled that Cardi B is not liable in the $24 million assault case brought against her by her former security guard, Imani Ellis. And get this, the jury reached that decision in under an hour, less than the time it takes most of us to binge a single episode of Love Island. So if you thought this whole saga was about to drag on forever, think again. The Bronx superstar walked out of court with her head high, her record clean, and her wig jokes trending across the internet. But let's not get it twisted. This wasn't just a little misunderstanding. This case had everything: messy accusations, viral courtroom memes, paparazzi chaos, and even Cardi literally throwing something at a reporter outside the courthouse.
When reporters asked if she was pregnant,
Cardi, are you pregnant?
Are you having twins, Cardi?
the rapper responded like this. A reporter asked about paternity, and Cardi threw a marker.
Don't do that.
And trust me, once you hear the full story, you'll realize this trial was not only about proving innocence. It was about Cardi B fighting for her reputation, her family, and her career. So let's rewind, because you need to know exactly how we got from a 2018 argument outside a Beverly Hills doctor's office to Cardi B standing in a courtroom, staring down a $24 million lawsuit, and walking out victorious. The drama goes all the way back to 2018, when Cardi B was pregnant with her first child. According to the lawsuit filed by Imani Ellis, who worked as a security guard, Cardi allegedly scratched her and even spit on her during an argument outside an OBGYN clinic in Beverly Hills. Yep, that was the story Ellis brought forward years later, demanding millions for emotional distress, battery, and negligence. But Cardi wasn't having it. From day one, she insisted she never laid a finger on Ellis. In fact, she claimed it was Ellis who was being aggressive, allegedly filming her with a phone when Cardi hadn't even announced her pregnancy yet. Imagine being pregnant, going to your doctor's appointment, and suddenly a security guard is shoving a camera in your face. Cardi said that was way out of line, and that's where the heated words started flying. Ellis, on the other hand, insisted the encounter left her traumatized and humiliated. She wanted $24 million in damages. $24 million.
I had already had plans on going to law school, but I think during this case it kind of amplified a lot of those dreams.
For what Cardi says was nothing more than a shouting match. And because this is Hollywood, the case didn't just stay in dusty legal files, it blew up online, with fans and haters alike watching Cardi's every move. Fast forward to 2025, and Cardi finally had her day in court. And let me tell you, this trial was a whole show. The courtroom became a stage, the jury became the audience, and Cardi B, well, she was the star, whether she wanted to be or not. For 4 days, the jury listened to both sides. Ellis's lawyers painted Cardi as aggressive, volatile, and unhinged. They leaned hard on the narrative that Cardi's fame and attitude made her believe she could get away with anything. Meanwhile, Cardi's defense team pulled out all the receipts, or in this case, all the witnesses. A doctor and a receptionist from the clinic testified, saying they saw the incident firsthand, and nope, Cardi never touched Ellis. They confirmed what Cardi had been saying from the beginning. There was yelling, sure, but no scratching, no spitting, no physical contact whatsoever. And while the lawyers were busy going head to head, the internet was eating up every second of Cardi's courtroom presence. Clips of her dozing off during closing arguments went viral. Photos of her hair changing from day to day, wigs, extensions, blonde, black, turned into memes. People even joked that her forehead must be raw from how many wigs she was switching out. Cardi, being Cardi, actually laughed about it afterward. But behind the memes was real stress. Cardi told reporters that she had to miss her kids' first day of school because of the trial.
But to be honest with you, I have missed my kids' first day of school today. I missed my kids' last week of school yesterday because of this. And I'm not even playing around. I will Even if I'm in my deathbed, I swear to God, I will say it in my deathbed. I did not touch that woman. I did not touch that girl.
And she was in the middle of rolling out a new album. To her, this wasn't just a case. It was an invasion of her life at the worst possible time. And then came the big moment. After just 1 hour of deliberation, the jury came back with a unanimous verdict. Cardi B is not liable, period. For Cardi, it was pure vindication. Outside the courthouse, she told cameras, "I will say it on my deathbed. I did not touch that woman." And you could see the relief written all over her face. She was free. She had won. And she didn't hold back when sending a message to anyone else who might be thinking about coming for her next. "This time around, I'm going to be nice. The next person to try a frivolous lawsuit against me, I'm going to counter-sue, and I'm going to make you pay." So not only did Cardi walk away with her reputation intact, she basically warned the world, "Don't try me unless you've got real evidence, because I'm done playing nice." Of course, this wouldn't be a Cardi B trial without one last viral moment. Literally hours after being cleared, Cardi was caught on video throwing a marker at a reporter who asked what she called a disrespectful question about her pregnancy. The clip went instantly viral. Some people laughed, others rolled their eyes, but honestly, it just added to the whole spectacle. Between courtroom naps, wig jokes, and pen-throwing paparazzi drama, Cardi B managed to turn a stressful trial into a cultural moment. But behind all the entertainment was a serious message. Cardi had fought off a $24 million lawsuit, and she wasn't about to let anyone forget it. Now, let's be real. Cardi B isn't the first celebrity to get dragged into a civil lawsuit, but this case mattered for a few big reasons. First, it showed just how vulnerable celebrities can be. Cardi said it herself. She felt violated when Ellis allegedly filmed her during her pregnancy before she had announced it publicly. That's not just invasive, it's traumatizing. And when you add a multi-million-dollar lawsuit years later, it's clear how dangerous these situations can get. Second, the case became a litmus test for Cardi's public image. Remember, this is the same rapper who's been called everything, from outspoken to controversial. If the jury had believed Ellis, Cardi could have been branded violent, dangerous, and abusive. That kind of label sticks, even if you're innocent. But instead, the jury believed Cardi. And that verdict doesn't just clear her legally, it clears her in the court of public opinion too. And third, this trial gave us a window into just how much pressure Cardi is under. Between missing her kid's first day of school and dealing with the media circus while trying to release new music, Cardi showed that even at the top of her game, she's constantly being pulled in a million directions. Now here's where things get interesting. Ellis isn't done yet. She's already announced plans to appeal the verdict. So while Cardi may be celebrating today, there's still a chance this case drags on in some form. But based on how quickly the jury cleared Cardi, it doesn't look great for Ellis. If the first trial ended in under an hour with a unanimous decision, it's hard to see an appeal changing much. In the meantime, Cardi's moving forward. She's focusing on her kids, her music, and reminding the world that she's not to be messed with. And fans, they're already making memes of her courtroom antics, her one-liners, and even her dramatic "don't disrespect me" moment with the paparazzi. At the end of the day, the Cardi B trial was about more than just one incident in Beverly Hills. It was about power, reputation, and the way celebrities are forced to defend themselves against accusations, no matter how wild they might seem. Cardi stood her ground, fought back, and walked out a winner. And the biggest takeaway? Cardi B isn't just a rapper, a mom, or a viral meme queen. She's a fighter, and if you come for her with a flimsy lawsuit, you better be ready for her to clap back, in court, online, and to your face.